soon.
Welcome back. Another episode of Scenario Podcast. We are back. Appreciate everybody for listening as always. Brother Matt Whitener is here. He is still engaged.
I'm still engaged. 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later, man. We got emails. The streets didn't know if it was possible that you still be engaged.
Yo, hold up, man. Hold up. Like, because I had conversations about this. Like,
yes, sir.
First of all, I want to get to the bottom of number one, where these funds came from. And also, why the shock and awe in the
these funds have not gotten into my bank account yet. So these funds have not been issued as of lately.
See, if there's action happening on the steps of my life and I'm not getting cut in on it, I feel like I've been cut short.
I have not got one piece of funds from any of this.
But it did happen, though. A bet did happen. Tell me this: how long ago did the bet get placed? Like, we're gonna eventually get around to Michael Cohen today. We're gonna start right here.
See, you're gonna put me out there.
Mr. Frierson, could you please just specify for the committee when said bet was placed and what were the grounds on which it occurred under?
Okay. Check it out. I was at the assailant's home.
The assailant's home.
The assailant.
The assailant. I was about to say the assailant's home sound like a movie that's only on Redbox.
Only on Redbox, right? Okay, the assailant's home. Not my home. I was at the assailant's home, and there was a bet that went on. This probably roughly 18 months ago.
Oh.
Maybe, let's say 13 to 18 months ago. Not sure what scale when it was, but a substantially amount of me, showing love to my brother. Mm-hmm. There was another side that's like, I don't know. And I was like, I do know.
Were you using inside information or you just taking a hunch?
But there's another person that should have had inside information too.
But wait a minute, where did the inside information come from? Because 18 months ago, I didn't even know what I was going to do.
Right, no. This is a whole thing of a higher level of, is it going to live? And I was just like, it's going to live, man, baby. We good. He good.
Oh.
Look, my man is good.
Okay.
He got this.
Okay.
Trust it.
Okay.
Trust the process.
Okay.
Trust the process. Some people didn't believe it. They said, "Hey, I'll bet you $100 that you don't know what you're talking about." And I said, "I know what I'm talking about because I see with my eyes, and I know a little bit more about transgressions when it comes to that kind of thing because, to a certain extent." And this may be weird, but I think, no, I won't say that because me and a lot of the homeboys who they fucking with too, though. So I'm not gonna say that. But I feel like there is a certain aspect of like when somebody tell you they fucking with somebody for real, like as a man you believe them.
Mm-hmm. When another man tells you, that they rocking with a chick for real,
you be like, oh shit. Oh shit! No, normally you're like, for real?
Like, yo, bro, don't pass me the hose. I don't want to.
Yeah, like no, I'm good, man. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it was just a thing, and there was so now the person is backtracking, trying to give me gift cards. They're trying to give me Pasta House gift cards.
A Pasta House gift card.
They're just trying to do everything possible to say that was under duress.
Under duress?
That bet was under duress. They're trying to say the bet was under duress.
What could have possibly?
Because they said that they were drinking and it was under duress.
When you're drinking, you're definitely telling your truth.
They said it was under duress. And now keep in mind,
now hold on. Did you supply the drinks, or were you just having the conversation during the scenario?
No, they supplied the drinks.
So they were drinking under their own accord.
Yeah, it was
not you supplying.
It was at their home.
Yeah, so I mean that's absolutely.
I didn't bring no bottles through.
I want $10 of this.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just want $10.
No, that's fine. I'll
put it in the E&J fund.
No, I was bringing 6-pack through.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Cam. What about the canned beers? Are they still existing?
I think they're still there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll buy some canned beer.
We'll have some canned beers when we have Cam on.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'll put that in the canned beer fund.
Okay.
For the canned beer fund.
All right. Cool. We'll get to it.
But yeah, shout out to our listeners, man. The last couple of episodes, y'all been really rocking with us, man. Like y'all been really, really rock. Yo, y'all, the white folks have come out. No, we have, and not our white folks, that are our listeners that are very gracious and appreciative of us. That we have great white listeners. Mm-hmm. We talking about that ones like on our YouTube, our new YouTube followers that have come in and said the black. What he said the Black History Drive of race baiting.
Oh yeah, race car draft. When
race car draft.
He uses the race car playing the what's it a draft of playing the race car. I'm like, man, here's my thing. All right, check this out. Check this out. Racism and racist comments are what the internet is truly based on now.
And YouTube is the worst.
Yeah, YouTube is pretty bad. I don't read comments like ever. I don't even look at comment sections. Like if a message comes in, I don't even like pay attention. I just delete it like a bunch of like all those ads that find your email 3 times a day. But because I just don't read them. I've been writing for too long and I've been just in the game for too long with that. But my thing about it is, if you're gonna leave a racist comment like for yourself to like enjoy, like make it a good one. Like really dig in. I mean, like my thing is, if exactly. Like really, really be racist if you're gonna do it. Like don't be racist and then like laugh to yourself about it and make like a bad joke. Like I really want you to be racist. Like go for it.
Yeah, go all out.
Yeah.
And my thing is like, you didn't listen at all to the episode thing because we literally were having fun and giving Black history information and having fun.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that people make comments about things on the internet that they haven't read or viewed?
Yeah, I am saying that.
What the hell? What?
Yeah, I'm saying
that. Oh, man.
Huh? Yeah, I'm saying that.
Okay,
man.
cool.
That's what it is, though, man.
Good enough.
Let's go and jump into the mailbag.
Yeah, let's talk to some people that did actually listen to it.
Listen to the last episode. To the Jussie Smollett episode is very, very keen in these streets, though. The people really are loving it though. Shout out to all listeners that really shared it out. We had somebody sharing it on, a couple people sharing it on Instagram. I didn't know them. They were like, "Yo, this is what's up."
Okay.
Jussie Smollett.
The Justice System.
No, they made it to Jussie Smollett care package.
Oh.
Somebody put his Jussie Smollett care package. I was like, damn, I wish I was smart enough to figure this out in the back end to call the Jussie Smollett care package. Shout out to our first listener. This one comes from Glass Malone. I know it's not the real Glass Malone, the rapper, but I will take you for what you are.
Why can't it be Glass Malone?
It's not Glass Malone, a real rapper, though.
Why not?
No way possible.
Could be.
It's not.
We have famous people on the show all the time.
Yeah, but it's not Glass Malone.
Okay.
Because Glass Malone, I would feel like the Glass Malone real rapper would have hit me up, though. Like, hey, yo, my G, I'll send you an email. Or one of us.
Probably not me. Probably it's more or less you.
Probably because I'm a hip hopper, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, yo, I sent you an email." Though.
Like if,
but at the same time, he'd be like, "My new mixtape coming out."
If that's somebody would call me with that, I would be like, "Please hold for Daryl." Like, I know you weren't looking for me.
Yeah, it was sent to the wrong area. Like.
Yeah, wrong office. That's next door.
But no, I feel like a Glass Malone would be like, "Hey, my mixtape at the bottom." Like, I feel like that's how like the conversation will go though.
Okay.
So this one goes, "Yo, y'all with this Jussie Smollett care package are very on point with what y'all saying. Have y'all really thought about how this could affect the Black community as a whole, or do you all think that this is something that is going to just blow over overall in the total landscape? Just wanted to see what you all thought. Also, PA, some shout out to all my people out there in Arizona. Shout out to all my Arizona. Go ahead. I'm not going to shout out Arizona State though, just off the strength though.
Why not?
Shout out to Arizona State and all my people that be going out and hitting these streets though off in Tempe.
Did Arizona State beat Mizzou at something and I don't remember it?
No.
I thought you were doing it to spare me.
No.
Oh, okay. They beat y'all?
No. University of Arizona beat us though in the Maui Classic with 4 of our players suspended and hurt though. That's nothing.
Did you use that as a disclaimer or?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's 100%.
Because y'all would have won otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. By far.
Oh, okay.
By far.
Okay. Cool.
By far.
Yeah.
I had to talk about the Thought Tour though. Went down to Dallas and Fort Worth this past weekend.
Yeah.
So, your thoughts on our listeners' email though, as we go through though.
I mean, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I will admit that I'm a little bit off of my usual position right now because you didn't gave me the most hood of malt liquor drink.
It's not. This is the new hood malt liquor though.
This is super hood. This tastes like
this shit
tastes like 1997.
And you know that's why I like it though. It tastes like the St. Ives Special Brew, but in a small little can.
Well, yeah.
I wish it was in a 40 though, so I have more.
A 40 of this?
Yeah.
You're not going home.
I'm just gonna post.
If you drink a 40 of this at any point in the day, this Monaco, Tropical Rush Monaco, you drink a 40 of this at any point in your life, you're gonna immediately want to smoke a Black and Mild and eat like 6 White Castles.
and you gotta post up.
Yeah.
That sounds
You're not gonna be able to do anything else with
your
life.
I drank 4 of them though.
At one sitting?
Yeah, I bought a case.
How many come in a case?
8 in case.
8?
Yeah.
It's like in a little box, like a Tartarita?
No, yeah, it's like a small little six pack, but it's like a little extra little bun that's on the back end.
Hey, if somebody comes to your barbecue this spring or summer, we getting close to that season, even if it doesn't feel like it, and they bring those Tartaritas to it, just know they don't respect you.
Or they got a woman with them. That you have to question a woman, though, maybe potentially.
Bring some rosé. Are we over rosé yet? I mean, we made fun of it at least 12 months ago.
Yeah, I think the streets has got over rosé. I think
they got hip to it.
Yeah, man. Cats is not feeling the rosé no more.
Farewell, rosé.
Rosé is
What's
out.
the question in the email? Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bury the lead. But
he was asking, what do we think about the whole Jussie says modulation being, for him being in a situation overall? Do you think that we believe him? Basically, he's saying.
I don't. I still feel like it's leveraging the collective struggle of the people for personal gain. And that's never something that I'm pro at all. Like, they could come out and say, like, I saw them bring out a report this week saying that there was a check that was like, it was for like video training or something like that, or something he was doing, so, but either way it goes, no matter what happened, they still have this stuff on tape. They still have everything right here seeing what went on. Like, who's to say that he didn't put that on there as being a thing that's just masking what he was doing already? Like, 100%. Let's not treat it like it's completely ridiculous. And my thing about it is when the dudes that were involved in it started getting in on it right away, like, they didn't fight it at all. Like, they immediately started cooperating. Like, come on, Doc. Looks like a duck, talks like a duck.
Yeah, but, let me get my conspiracy Negro hat on.
That's a Raiders hat for people that can't see. He just put a Raiders hat on.
Do you believe that there's a possibility that they could just really put him on the block and said that he was on there even though they were trying to fuck him up for whatever reason on their own?
How you mean?
They were just trying to, say like, oh, we were trying to beat his ass for whatever reason, some reason they had on their own, but they used that to try to dismiss what they did.
So you're saying that they're saying that instead of taking the rap themselves?
Yes.
But they did actually do it for the reasons that we said.
No, they just whooped his ass though on some other stuff, but they lied about what it could be to try to deflect it.
Because he gave the other reasons.
Okay, well, I'm with you. I'm 100% agreeing.
Don't
with you.
try to undo. Don't try to undo all the good work we've done with the Jussie system.
No, I'm not. The justice system is full.
The Jussie system is forever.
So
already,
this one to put that out there for the streets.
Okay, that's better.
Next up, this one comes from CK. He says, "Hey Matt," he put your name at the top though. On this one, "Hey Matt, have you ever thought about an opportunity to go into baseball on this bigger end as a brother, understanding and knowing baseball at the high level you are? I appreciate your insights with it because I don't know a goddamn thing about baseball, but you always come up with something to make me think about baseball on a higher level. Daryl's dumbass always is the regular nigga that don't know nothing about." Hold on, man.
Keep on reading this. I like this.
No.
Keep on going.
Look here. I don't read the emails beforehand, though, so I'm just Some me skip some shit.
Are you skipping all the things about you?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Great.
So what do you think about a higher level of you being on a level with like Harold Baines from Baseball Tonight? So I skipped some things.
Harold Reynolds.
I said Harold Baines, though.
I would say Harold Baines has played. I think the shit might have sailed for me on that. But
yeah, but did Harold Baines play?
Harold Baines just went to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Played for the White Sox.
And the Mariners. And the Mariners.
He didn't play for the Mariners.
Harold Baines didn't play for the Mariners?
no.
Okay.
Harold Reynolds played for the Mariners. That's what he's talking about. Harold Reynolds
Then
from
that's
TV.
these Heralds.
Yeah, those Heralds.
Also, shout out to Leroy that I found out played for Manchester City. I want to shout out him every time I find out about him. He's also one of the best players in Premier League. I found out.
Leroy.
His name is Leroy.
Like Purnell, that plays for the Nashville
He's from Germany
Predators.
too.
Wow.
Black dude.
Okay. Well,
Named Leroy, and he got fucked up hair too though.
People in
like
Germany
Leroy.
took our names though and just started using them like for whoever. Like that's how like the Derricks got over there, and it's like a white dude, and it's like Derik, and you're just like, oh, okay, cool.
How'd that happen? Like
yeah, like
I thought because Leroy,
German people love.
because honestly, Leroy has been extinct in the U.S. for black people. In period. When is the last Leroy you met?
Who's the last Leroy that made it big?
You talking about you got to be 70s.
Really?
Yeah, ain't no Leroy been good since 78.
Do we count Leroy Glover?
No, that's
Leroy Butler.
That's not Leroy. Is not
Leroy Butler that played for the Packers.
Is he really made it?
He's a millionaire still.
But he's not a household name, Leroy.
Oh.
Leroy was a big name in the 70s.
Well, who's the biggest Leroy of all time, man?
Gotta go to the Googles now.
All right, so what's the question? While you're going
No.
what's the
He was asking about baseball.
About me, my own stuff.
And,
All right,
and
well,
you and
so
Harold,
like,
and you
so,
and Harold too, though.
So I mean, it's a process for me, right? Like it's I've been writing baseball in one form or another now. This is gonna be my 8th year, So I mean, and in that time, I've written for Major League Baseball. I've covered professional teams. I've had the opportunity to speak with Hall of Famers like the recently departed Frank Robinson and Hank Aaron and Dave Winfield. I've met some really, awesome and dope people, even people from like when I was a kid, coming up in that time. So, I feel like if I really like focused like all of my attention in on wanting to end up on ESPN or something like that, I absolutely could, but I feel, as well as I keep doing that because I love the game and it's just one of my many paths. I don't think that in this day and age, anybody can just do one thing and then just be like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to go after it. Like, you got to do multiple things. You got to be able to grow your brand as many ways as you can. So, I mean, doing things like the podcast gives me experience, in self-honed production, owning your own stuff, making things happen, growing those things out, You got to keep doing that. But, yeah, I mean, to answer your question, much respect and much props for, that belief in my talent. And just, I am definitely doing that. I'm still, I make a lot of jokes about the blue check mark on Twitter, but, I did earn it. Like my work,
like a motherfucker.
Like my work earned it for me. It's kind of as like a step in and like a check that I'm, moving on to the next level. So, it's dope. It's gonna be a good thing, man. But I appreciate that. As I take steps, everybody else will be taking them with me.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into our topics. So no, I do want to talk about my Fort Worth Dallas trip. I got to see the second half of the Iowa State game. I was down there for work. Thought Tour. Shout out to Thought Tour people out there. Yo, Texas liquor laws are ridiculously stupid.
Go.
You cannot buy hard liquor before 2 p.m. in general. Like, you can go to a bar, but I just can't go get a fifth from like riding through. Just get a fifth before 2 p.m. And you cannot get hard liquor after 9 p.m. They're trying
to keep the racism at bay.
You think that's it?
Yeah.
Explain this perspective that you're coming with now.
I don't know. I mean, Texas has an aggressive history, I think, when it comes to.
But what does that have to do with me?
People get more fired up the more oiled up they are. It's like that. Like, you get further south, though. I mean, you have completely different liquor laws than you do up north. Like, even Oklahoma.
Liquor laws are horrible.
Yeah, I mean, like, even in Oklahoma, you can't do that. Like, I think that, like, right when you get underneath Missouri, things change a lot. Like, it's kind of like the borderline of. Maybe it's like the legacy of the Confederacy. I don't know. Like, I don't know what we say.
It's the Bible Belt, man.
Texas isn't in the Bible Belt, though, is it?
Yeah, that's the Bible Belt.
That?
Yeah, that's the Bible Belt.
I thought that Texas
that's
just.
That's the Mason-Dixie line.
I thought Texas was just its own thing. Mm-mm. Like, I don't even know if, like, Texas is necessarily subject to all of the United States laws.
You see Joel Osteen, getting his paper, though, in Houston?
Cats get their money down there.
You see, what's my dude?
They got high school
TD Jakes.
They got high school football stadiums bigger than, like, pro stadiums. Like, cats get their money down.
Shout out to TCU that has one of the smallest stadiums I've been to in my life. That would seem like it was smaller than our high school gym. Shout out to them for that. My homeboy got tickets for us. He's like, yo, come through. I got a ticket for you. Section 200. I was like, damn, you got Section 200. I'm being all bougie. I get there. we damn near sitting right on the top of them, and it was only like 6 rows behind me, but we sitting damn near about like right on top of the goddamn.
That's why TCU quarterback left to come to Mizzou. He needed real facilities.
I want TCU quarterback that came there.
Yeah, we got both of them. We got Kelly Bryant and we got the dude.
So homeboy, the other dude that left came there too.
Yeah, he'll be eligible next year.
Wow, shout out to Mizzou.
2020.
Yeah, because he got to sit out a year though. Kelly had a grad transfer.
Yeah.
Damn.
He saw them real facilities that's getting built up down there.
But no, TCU got great facilities. This is small and
got what
shit.
Mizzou got.
And it's out in Fort Worth, as far as hell from
That's
Dallas.
Far as hell. Dallas
Dude, that's like saying
Dallas is a tough city for me, man, because there's a lot of driving in Dallas, dog.
It's a lot of driving, man.
It's a lot of driving. There's a lot of traffic to come with it.
It's a lot of opportunities for a DUI for you, though, man.
That's why they give you the 7 hours to get it figured out. 2 to 9.
What do you mean? What do you mean 2 to 9?
You get 7 hours to buy that hard liquor, and other than that, you got to be somewhere to get it.
Yeah. You better be where you going.
There's got to be a damn good reason for that, because that's turning away a lot of tax dollars. If you turn away alcohol,
it's got to be.
You turn away alcohol sales in Missouri. You can buy at 9 o'clock in the morning until midnight.
No, 1:30.
1:30, yeah. So like they getting that money up here on that shit, but. And further north, I've never had any issues either. I haven't been like
Chicago. You get to score 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I haven't been in like Michigan and not been able to get it in. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe the bootleg.
It's so sparse. No, I think it's so spread out though, man. I think that's the thing of it though. Like it's gonna take you a minute to get from where you going though with this bottle. 9 times out of 10. So
it's a real thing.
So let's go on our topics, man. Jumping on, man.
All right, man. First off, man, first of all, before we go down this lane too deep this week, there's a lot of shit that happened. Yes. We're gonna give a little bit of time to a lot of things this week, just so you know, because there's so much. Like, to pull the curtain back, we have there's nobody I text more than Daryl. Nobody. And a lot of times it's not even like words. It's just like links to
articles.
Stuff, links to this, read that. Let's see if we can use this or not. Well, this week it just was like 2 shows worth of content that came down the pipe. So we're gonna hit it all.
Dude, I was literally at the game though, and I sent him an article like, "Yo, I saw this shit at halftime." I sent them to him.
Like we played tennis with R. Kelly topics this week.
It's like 7 of them.
Yeah, like it's crazy. So we'll get to that. But first, before we get down there, there's a few things. There's a lot of shit that popped off this week. First of all, I don't know how many of y'all remember Robert Tractor Trailer from University of Michigan.
I love Tractor Trailer.
Michigan Wolverine, like one of the
last fat boys to be in the paint.
Like represented like super hard for the big fellas, like 6'9", like a healthy.
So it's him and Glenn Davis are probably the last of a generation.
Yo, it was a dude playing for the Celtics last night that looked like me if I like sat down and went to like Old Country Buffet for like a week.
What's his name?
Number 30 on the Celtics. Dude was out there. He was shooting air balls. He was a little chunky. I was like, dog, bro, like
hold on for Boston Celtics.
Pull back. I mean, like I'm 225, and he looked like me if I bulked up to a robust 265, 270. Like, dude was big. I don't know who he was, and that should say something because I know most of these motherfuckers. But anyway, so on the Clippers-Mavericks game this Monday, the Clippers announcers, and Tractor Trailer spent some years playing for the Clippers, but the Clippers announcers during the game were talking about the trade that sent Dirk Nowitzki from the Bucks to the Mavericks back in the day, and Tractor Trailer who got traded for Dirk. So like. Mm-hmm. Let's say that's a net loss for the Bucks to trade Dirk for him, but Dirk got traded at a time.
Tractor Trailer was at that time. That was the old school big man. You wanted a good big man,
and also it was also at the time when people wasn't scouting Europe enough to know like it was a fad almost to grab like European wing shooting jumpers.
Hold on, was his name Gershon Yabusele?
Is that
he's
the dude?
24.
Is that
he's 6'8", 260.
That 260 is probably being generous.
Okay.
That 260
just for the streets to get know.
That 260 is probably looked closer to like 280.
Okay, go ahead.
Like that jersey had absolutely no give to it. Like my man was looking like Kirby's Dreamland out there.
Yeah. He averages 1 point a game.
Yo, he was trying to get to 20 though with the game he was playing when I was looking.
Word. Okay.
Like he was letting that thing fly Monta Ellis style.
Okay, he's from France. He was a France and he played for Shanghai too. Go ahead.
A French Chinese cat that's now playing in New
And he
New
was
England.
the 16th pick in the 2016 draft.
Yeah, that brother ain't been taking care of himself. Then.
And what's so crazy? That means that Ainge picked him in the 16th pick, And nobody know what the fuck he is? Okay.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's holding on them picks though is a problem.
But anyway, they was talking about Tractor Trailer going to him. And then so one announcer says, I guess Milwaukee didn't see I guess they were just talking about, saying they didn't see the potential in Dirk Nowitzki or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they said, I guess Milwaukee didn't see it either. They drafted him, being Nowitzki, and traded him to Dallas on draft day for Robert Tractor Trailer. Who's he playing for now? Now stop for a second. Stop before we go any further. If you know how this story ends, it's not a pretty one. Because back in 2011, Tractor Trailer checked out. He had a heart attack and died at age 34 after playing for the Clippers for some time as well. So, but
they got a son too, I believe, that is in college as well.
But the other announcer for the Clippers kicks in and says, I think he's playing in the Detroit YMCA over 40 league. Oh, bro. Now listen, we're not gonna be the people here to throw stones at people for maybe not knowing everybody's living condition, whether they're alive or not, because we have most certainly killed off a few people on this show historically that were not gone yet. So, and for that, we still apologize. However, we also aren't getting paid to do this either. So, people do contribute to the production costs, but we don't work for a team per se. Yeah, like I'm not going to start cracking jokes about, who else is who? Like, I'm not going to start making Sean Taylor jokes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to start making jokes about
You remember
Pat
Sean
Tillman.
Taylor, that safety?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, he played great.
What's he doing now with himself? He ain't on TV no more. He must have aged his way out the league.
But that's bad. And that's his bad. That's his bad general sports.
He got
knowledge.
murdered.
But that's bad general sports knowledge, though.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. That's terrible.
That's general.
So here's the thing. Someone, a production crew or a team official most likely, let them know where Traylor actually was, which would be the afterlife. And they got to get back on there and apologize. And we made light earlier that Nowitzki was traded from Milwaukee to Dallas in exchange for Robert Tractor Trailer. I was wondering what Tractor Trailer was doing today, totally slipping my mind, and I guess Don's too, that he passed away a couple of years ago. The other guy, apologize. I didn't realize that. That game, they should have played the rest of that game on mute. You should just turn on TV and heard sneakers squeaking because they got to fire 2 new people.
Now, is it worse for you to be saying that someone is not dead or to say they are dead? Like, man, ain't he dead, right? Is it which one is worse?
What's that?
Saying that someone is dead, like, ain't. So
like they actually dead or they not dead?
They're saying, which
no,
one?
No, them actually being dead is way worse.
And then you're oversighting that they actually did.
Yes,
I agree.
That's way worse.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just kill people off that like in real life and be like,
kill off a lot of random people.
And you're like, oh, what happened? So So from one side of life to the complete other side of life, we've got maybe one of the baddest women on the planet. People like to say that about Ronda Rousey, but she ain't done this yet. Last week, after 12 hours after leading her team to victory, Ole Miss head coach Joni Taylor had a child, meaning she was coaching a half a day before having a kid. 7:30 in the morning on a Tuesday.
She bad too. Shout out to you though, sweetheart, for doing your thing.
Daryl has a different design for.
No, I'm saying shout out to you for that though. I appreciate you for being.
Shout out for her genetics.
The best woman you are. You've been the best woman you are.
Okay. Sounds like somebody could be bracket bound. Keep going.
I wouldn't say that, but you're a great player. You're NBA bound, but you bound.
Well, she's probably not gonna coach in the NBA. I mean, she's a coach.
Well, no, we talking about for the bracket. You said bracket bound. I was saying
like the bracket is the NBA.
Yeah, that's the NBA.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, no, you see, maybe we do an NIT bracket as well. Who knows? But here's the thing. She came right back like 2 days later and was coaching again. So in the span of like 3-4.
My question is, what is her record?
What's the record of the team this year?
Yes,
15-10.
That's why.
She trying to hold on to a job?
You goddamn right.
Nah, man.
Don't matter. What did she do the year before?
I don't know. I'm not.
But those are questions I'm asking. Is like, is she on the hot seat? That's like if you had pneumonia and you came off of it, but you know that you was fucking up at your job before and you had to get back out there. You gonna get back out there because I gotta get back out there for this job.
Hold on, bro. But no matter what the reason is, she got back and coached 5 hours after she had a kid.
She need that money.
5 hours afterwards.
Is she still with? Is she a single mother?
No, she's married.
Okay.
She's good.
Does he just sit at the crib?
You're getting really close to getting women upset at you.
It's very true.
You're
No. I'm defending women though.
No, you going to some places.
How am I doing it?
You going to some places.
No, I'm
You're
saying
looking for reasons not to credit the woman for giving birth and getting back on
no,
the court.
No. I'm saying that it's sad that in the U.S. that a woman cannot have time off to have their child and be chill.
Hey,
other countries do that though.
I think she absolutely could have. I just think that she is like.
So you're saying that she's that competitive? That
we got work to do.
But then that's a different discussion.
We got work to do. 15 and 10 ain't getting you fired in women's college.
Depends what you had the year before and the year before that.
No, she's good. She's good. There's a sentiment that happens with these things. She's good.
Okay.
So to come back 5 hours after you had, what did I do 5 hours ago? I had lunch 5 hours ago, and I wanted to take a nap before doing this show. She popped a whole baby out and then jumped up on her feet and is coaching on the sidelines again. Yo, that's like Brock Lesnar, like Mike Tyson in '86 level shit. She cold as hell. She'll probably pop your head off your shoulders just looking at you.
No, I get it. But I'm just saying, is there, some little bit extra?
You conspiracy brother gonna get you fucked up.
No, it's not gonna get me fucked up. It's just more thoughts.
Speaking of that.
Mm-hmm. Let's get it.
No, that wasn't a leeway to the next topic. I'm just saying, speaking of thoughts, the thought tour you might need to take a little time off from the thought tour.
Yeah, I do.
You might need to.
Why does that?
You sound like you might need a nap.
No, man. I'm just consistently tired, man.
No, I'm talking about that they gonna sleep your ass if you keep talking about women that's pregnant and living their life like that.
No. Dude, no. You're doing a different perspective of me, though.
You're trying to be me so bad. You want people to send you hateful emails now? You mad? You're mad because my man was giving me props and came after you.
And I skipped the paragraph, yeah.
And now you coming after.
Nah, that's not what.
Like you're censoring the show.
No, I'm not censoring the show.
You're steering this towards yourself.
No. What the thing is though with the coaches that in general. There is protocol in other countries for women to have time off and be maternity leave and have their time to be.
But it's an option though, right? Like they don't have to take it. She just opted out and not taking it.
Yes.
She gonna take it after the season because she got work to do right now.
Yeah, but the season's not over though. She still got to recruit. Everything.
I know.
So that's
gonna help her recruit though.
It's not the end of the season though.
But that's gonna help her recruit though. She gotta do everything.
Okay, she got a 75-40 record. That's Joni.
Yo, that's balling. 35 games over 500. She A1. She did it for the love of the game.
I mean,
love of the game clause, straight off.
Okay, so let's go through her head coach.
Hold on, we don't have to, hold on. We in the rapid fire round.
Because I can see how
you're doing this for yourself, not for anybody else. Everybody else has already co-signed that this shit is cold.
No.
You're doing this for you, so it makes sense for you. We going to the next topic. You take your time and do that. I'll take care of this next one myself.
That's fine.
But you're going to want a piece of this action, though, because guess what? Solange is bringing Black Planet back.
Look here, man. I got to find my password. That's the problem. And the email that I log in with.
Yo, I don't know exactly what it is here, but so this is the release. Chuck catches out on the source.com. Solange put up a tweet saying, yo, she's got new stuff coming. Check it out on her Black Planet. She told people to find her on Black Planet. She dropped the link to it. You know what I'm saying? Said Black Planet forever. So she got like all new videos and art and stuff up on there. And now she's got the link. You can go to Black Planet. You can check it out. But what's the biggest problem here?
Nobody has a login.
Nobody's going to be able to log in to Black Planet. Except for the people that didn't know it existed because they weren't alive when Black Planet was out.
Or the other side of it is that you may just say, fuck it. We may delete those other profiles in general and just restart from new.
But what if you get on Black Planet and your old profile asks to friend you, and then you got to look your
because of the bot.
You got to look your 16-year-old self in the face, and you can't deny who you was anymore.
I wasn't 16 then. I was like 20.
When you got on it initially, you were 20?
19.
Oh yeah, you are old. That's right.
Oh, here we go. It came out in 99, so I was 18, 19.
That seems closer to right. Because I was 16. I know I was 16 when I got
18, 19. So I was like, I was a freshman.
Because you're kicking in on about 42 right now, right?
That's not true at all.
Okay, cool.
I'm not 40 at all.
I thought that y'all changed y'all age when y'all came over from the Dominican.
No. Oh, shit, that's true. Jorge's 48. Shout out to Jorge Acevedo.
I'm going to say 24 on his baseball card.
Yeah, goddamn right, though. But you'd be like, why is he still pitching? He won't bat. He will only play the American League.
Shout out to Satchel Paige, dog.
Because he had to bat?
He was like 48, and he was out there doing that job.
But he refused to bat, though, too.
Yeah, he probably didn't want to run.
No, exactly.
Actually, he said avoid running at all causes.
That was in his book, though, when he has, like, the little things that keep you old.
That's one of his things. But anyway, though, so here's the best part about this is that, yeah, you're correct. I don't even have the email. Like, I can't even send my password anywhere because that email doesn't exist anymore. So, like, my Black Planet page is blocked off from me forever. Like, I can't even log in that email anymore. I think somebody else probably has it. Like,
dude, if y'all go there, people are like Black Panther's general page is popping right now. Popular users, they got 7,713 people online right now. People that got back in and got their fucking profile pack back popping right now.
all because of Solange.
And these pictures look old on her. I'm clicking on people's profiles,
And they look.
they remember their email though.
Are you on Black Planet right now?
I'm on the website right now.
Oh man, that's disappointing. So here's the thing. The description in the source really made me get 3 years older. They said, for those of you who don't know what Black Planet is, basically a social network site for black women and men to discuss political issues, social issues, and engage in other dialogue.
Okay.
That essentially is Facebook.
Yeah, but Black Planet used to be popping like that though when I was in college though.
Black Planet was popping until Black Planet never rolled with the times though.
It probably had a year and a half run.
Yeah, it was popping until MySpace came and knocked it off. And then
I
Twitter.
think it got knocked up before MySpace.
Twitter started growing. That was back when Facebook was only for folks in college.
Yeah, MySpace was knocked out before that, before MySpace. It just fell off in general, just cause.
It was like the box. It just ran its course. It wasn't necessary anymore.
There you go. That's a better example. It just ran its course.
All right, man. Let's get to some of our main things of the week right here.
Yes,
I'm gonna introduce this. Throw this to you. Yo, Black Oscar review. Yo, it seems like a long time ago when we was at just Oscars So White. Yo, this is the blackest Oscars
Ever.
of all time.
But it's the same. But it's some bullshit Oscars at the same time.
Go for it.
Fuck a Green Book.
All right, before we do that, because
you sound like a media. I wish I could see his hand. Like before we go.
Before we do that, let's recap the stats of the night because I think it's important to keep things in perspective here. 7 black winners between individuals and categories. Unprecedented numbers for us. We represented.
Fucking Moonlight's got more than that.
I'm talking about across the board. I'm talking first time people winning, breakthroughs.
But
we had the first black.
Your Moonlight won. Mahershala Ali won. Viola Davis won. Like it's the same. It's equilateral at that point. Only difference is that you talking about wardrobe. That's the only thing that made that different.
No, Spike got his shit.
But I'm talking about numbers wise. You're talking about numbers wise.
I'm talking about the significance of the things that happen. I'm not talking about I don't care about quantity. That means nothing.
But you just said
because what can end up happening is when it comes to quantity. Now I'm giving the detail within the numbers.
Okay.
If you just do it on quantity, it's like if we have one vehicle that like puts us over. Like just say Black Panther would have won 7 Academy Awards. That doesn't mean anything from the That doesn't mean anything from the big picture of it all. That just means that one movie did numbers for us. But this one was across the board. You had multiple films that had people succeed both in front of the camera and behind the camera. And for me, people winning behind the camera is even bigger, arguably.
100%.
Because what's happening, I'm not counting directors. Like, directors get they shine. I'm talking about people that do the dirty work.
The wardrobe,
like
the
people.
camera lighting.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
effects, all that. Yeah.
So, because that's really where the vision comes from. like the people that put those things together. So I mean, like shout out to the people that were, being able to win those things, like like Hannah Beachler, like Peter Ramsey, Ruth Carter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like those things happen.
Ruthie Carter is the one that's like the big one. That's the one that was. I told people. Remember, I said that before. Like
Ruth Carter. So we can be on level. Ruth Carter became the first African American to win an Academy Award for costume design. Yeah. And she got it from for designing the costumes and the whole like visual side of Black Panther. Mm-hmm. And you know what was so dope about that, and I don't mean to cut you off, but like my point with her is that what was dope about it is that that shit penetrated the culture at large. You know what I'm saying? Like people are still rocking Wakandan gear. You know what I'm saying? Like that upscale, like kind of looks like
with the suit though, all that shit.
Yeah, like it still is out there. Like people are doing that, and like so she's permeated through the culture though, and that's what I mean by like really. Like, that's a win for me. Like, Moonlight won a lot of stuff, but Moonlight didn't change the culture. It didn't put the culture, like, it was like a dope movie. But, like, that movie hit on all levels and made it be a thing that was, like, visually stunning. You know what I'm saying? And made it work. Like, I think that thing succeeded on a level that none of us thought that it could have, which is why I think so many people were upset about it not winning Best Picture. But I got a different thing to say
I
don't
think it should not win Best Picture, period.
I don't either. But we'll get to that. Because I know we're going to talk about Best Picture. But I just want to throw that out because that's what excited me about that. And I also love seeing the people get what was theirs. Like Spike getting his win. Like, Regina King's speech. Like, that was like, it's from the heart. Like, that made me believe in my own dreams a little closer. Like, no fucking jokes about that.
And just to think that she almost got knocked out by Joel Embiid a week before that.
Like, Joel Embiid almost gave her the Hulk Hogan big boot. Like, and, knowing how Hulk Hogan feels about us, that's a real serious thing.
Look.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah.
So you, and I saw you online, though. You were saying that on your status that you believe that Green Book was the best movie of the year.
So what I felt like I said that the two movies that I thought were hold on, before we go into the films though, I still want to talk about the imagery because the thing that happened with the two was Billy Porter was hosting the pre-show and there was a lot of conversation about him.
Okay.
And my man from Atlanta, what's my guy's name? From Atlanta.
Which one?
From Atlanta, the main rapper on Atlanta.
Talking about Donald Glover.
No, his homeboy, who's the rapper.
You talking about my homeboy? He went to Yale though. Can't remember his name though. He's in the new Chucky movie. He was in Widows. As the main villain. Can't remember his name, but
Brian Tyree Henry. Yeah, Tyree Henry,
yes.
who came out to present the award with the comedian chick on that's the white chick that was in the full. Like period piece gear, but whatever. Like a big thing is getting made out about like African American men wearing dresses, and I was like, all right, so let's be clear though, real quick. Like one of the things is definitely doing a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like Brian Tyree Henry on stage was definitely doing a bit where it was funny about what he did. And my other guy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's clearly is expressing his fashion view. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a homosexual man. You know what I'm saying? He's embracing the openness that you can have with that and the ability to not be defined.
And it's also
by
been a dick to all y'all too, though, because y'all fucking dicks for even thinking they want to even be on the back end, though.
What about that?
He's being a dick towards the people being a dick. It's a double dick move.
Okay.
Which makes him the winner.
Yeah, I mean, like he's that's
because y'all are mad about him. If you didn't worry about, like, I know people talk about this toxic masculinity or black man and masculinity. I get the idea of like wanting to hold that up, but if you didn't give a fuck about what the fuck they did and comment on it though, it wouldn't fucking matter.
Yo, I'm glad he did it because I didn't even know who he was. And, like, he was out there doing his thing, and I was like, and I had to look him up, and I had to learn about his background. So, like, I learned something about him. I don't really give a fuck about what anybody wears, like, except for, like, Melania Trump. Like, that was bullshit on that punk-ass jacket she wore. You know what I'm saying? And these people wearing these MAGA hats. Yeah, that's a bitch move, too, because you know what you're doing with that. But, like, in a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying, like, people expressing who they are through their clothes and stuff like that is, like, where we at right now. So, it's like, if you're going to do that, we going to do this. They gonna do that. There's a lot of like we's and days and stuff like that. But yo, I applaud anybody who from a tasteful standpoint lets you know who they are through their dress.
My thing is like, you care about these brothers wearing fucking a dress or whatever though. if you don't say nothing, no, they ain't gonna be nothing. No, they doing it to shock you as well.
Right.
To shock y'all people that care about it so much.
Right.
So don't give a fuck. Let them live. Do what the fuck they gotta do though, and it's all good, man. That's the way I look at it. Period. Like, yo, if that motherfucker want to wear that though, let him wear it. Cool. I may talk about him on like this motherfucker wearing a dress and shit. You see this motherfucker? If I'm at the party, I'm like, you see this motherfucker wearing a dress? Ain't that some crazy shit? But they ain't no thing me to harp on and be like, it's breaking me down. No, fuck that, man. It's not affecting you in general. It's not.
Yeah.
It's zero not. Like, there's no percentage that is
people get mad. People, like, right now, I think that the thing is on both sides of the plate, both on our side and on their side, I think people are more content to just be mad at people for who they could be.
And it's the thing for us as black people, though,
ever.
and I get it, though. We've been so broken down as black men, black people, and everything that, therefore, we feel anything that attacks anything sexuality-wise with us, though, is an attack on us as sexuality-wise. And maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But if you don't give a fuck about it and let it not be nothing, no, it won't be nothing.
Oh, I agree. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I'm not trying to fight a battle every day of my life.
No, man, I'm
like,
not worried about no motherfucker doing.
Like, I'm
fucking
picking,
wearing
like
no
right
dress.
now, I'm picking my fight smarter than I ever have at any point in my life, just because
Man,
I'm not.
listen.
There's too many things to fight, and if you don't know what you're fighting for, and you're just reacting right now, you're not doing anybody a service in this at all. So, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
that's just how I feel about that. But with that being said,
let's get in
it's
this
probably
Green
time
Book
for
for a
us to
second.
fight now, too.
Yes.
So let's go for it.
Fuck a Green Book, man. That shit was whack as a motherfucker, dude.
So the comment that you made about what I said on the joint was that I felt like the two best movies, when I turn on a movie, now here's the thing. I can completely watch a movie and not necessarily agree with the politics of it, but I can watch it. Because, like, I've watched The Birth of a Nation, and I don't agree with none of that shit.
But it's a
you know
well-constructed movie, though. It's a movie
But just as
set
a
up.
movie,
Yes,
as
I
a
get it.
movie plot, so I said that
I
A Star Is Born and Green Book were the two movies that I looked at, and I said those are the movies. One of those two is going to win.
I was going to say
Picture of the Year. And I felt like they, as far as looking at a movie as a plot device, not looking at what happened behind the scenes of that movie, because that was the problem that a lot of people have. Bohemian Rhapsody was that Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't an accurate telling of Freddie Mercury's life.
I'm surprised that Rami Malek even fucking won that award.
And we can hit that, but my thing about it is that I said that I felt like when I watched those movies, and when I was in that theater watching those movies, I watched all of them except for Black Klansman. I didn't see that at the theater. I saw that at the crib.
Oh, so I saw that in the theater.
But it's
I'm black as hell like that.
You are black as hell. You're way darker than me. But I felt like those were the best movies. When I just say I watched a movie and I was like, oh, okay, this is it. Because one thing I never got the white savior angle of Green Book.
100%. I got it before I saw the movie.
See, that's impossible. I can't get something before I see it.
Yo, I
can't do that.
Dude, I saw that when I first saw the first period. Like, yo, I hope this ain't a white savior movie. Dog. That's the first thing I said to myself.
You see,
off the top,
because the way I looked at it, I'll be honest. I looked at it and I said, white savior doing this, and that shit, and I went to go see it because, and it took me a long ass time. I saw it in the theater like late, like it had been out for like maybe 2-3 months before I seen it.
I did too.
And I saw it late. My old dude went to go see it and told me about it. And I was like, all right, bet, I'm going to get around to it. And then when I decided to see all of the Best Picture movies, only one I haven't seen is Roma. And I feel like I should.
Roma's good as fuck.
But I can't.
See, that's what I thought my choice was Roma or Black Klansman, though.
My big problem with movies like Roma is it's really hard for me to stay engaged in what I'm watching when I have to read the thing at the same time. Like, it's hard for me to do that.
Though.
No, it's hard for me to do it.
Because I think City Guys is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's fucking all subtitles.
Yeah, I mean, and I enjoyed watching it, but at the same time, for me, it felt like reading a book as opposed to.
But you can't tell me City Guys isn't a great film.
I didn't say it's not. I just said I would prefer not to watch a movie with subtitles.
So you're saying that people are just being lazy as fuck then?
No, not people. I'm just talking about myself. I'm just saying I don't like to watch movies with subtitles because I can't get as engaged in the emotion that people are speaking with when I'm having to read what they're saying.
Okay.
I just can't do it. It's not for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure it's a fine movie. Just like I saw City of God. It's great. I used to date a Brazilian chick. I had to watch City of God. You know what I mean?
Standard for dating a Brazilian chick.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that was life. But anyway, like my thing is that Bohemian Rhapsody was an accurate thing. You know what I'm saying? But people are saying it's a bad movie and stuff like that. And I don't agree with that either. You know, I looked at A Star Is Born. I looked at Green Book, and I said, for the Oscars, yeah, these are probably the best movies out of the ones I got to pick from.
You said between, but you think that probably at the end of the day it was between Bohemian Rhapsody and Green Book in your eyes.
No, I said A Star Is Born and Green Book.
Oh, so you think that was okay?
Yeah, like
no way that you couldn't put Black Klansman in there because even though I had issues with Black Klansman, I can see how you owed Spike though. You owed Spike outside the bullshit adapted screenplay you gave him though.
I don't feel. Well, here's my thing. I'm gonna say this about adapted screenplay now. Mm-hmm. I almost hold that as in much revere as the ones that is not adapted screenplay.
What you mean?
When it's an original, whatever.
Oh, you're saying it's
like
the same equal out.
Yeah, because right now everything is a rehash, right?
Yeah.
Like everything is another movie that's getting made off of something else that somebody did already. But to be able to sit down and like really take a story and turn it into a film now, like that shit is rare as hell.
It's damn near original screenplay.
Well, exactly. And like he did that shit and he owned it and did his thing. Now, like for me, Black Klansman was middle of the pack for the movies that were up for Best Picture. But I mean, that's just me. There was no point in Black Klansman.
What do you think about The Favorite though?
There was no. I like The Favorite. The Favorite was like a fucking comedy though. You know what I'm saying?
And it's hard for a comedy when.
Yeah, I mean, like The Favorite was a comedy, and I thought. Here's the thing. I think that The Favorite had better overall acting than any other movie that was up.
I was gonna say that
because Rachel Weisz and Olivia Colman, who everybody discovered and just had the moment, that's what the award show should be. Her, Regina King, Spike, and Olivia Colman.
But see, that's the problem.
Their moments was like the best moments on the thing.
So what was the Shape of Water one last year?
Oh, no, we don't count that. For me, The Shape of Water is like Batman Forever. I don't count it.
But this is the thing, though.
There's no way that when you look back at 2018 and you think about what happened in film, that Get
honestly,
Out isn't the defining movie of it.
Could have won too, though. This is the thing that I think that the Academy is running into is that, and that filmmakers have to think about is like, if you go into a movie and you ain't got no Negroes, no Asians, no nothing, no diversity in your fucking film, you have the potential to not be able to win.
Yo, but here's the thing, though.
You can give them the white movie that they want, but you better have it diverse.
Yeah, but here's the thing about The Favorite, though, is that also while, you know what I'm saying, while us as African Americans are having our coming of age era too, women of all shades and genders, shades and lifestyles are too. And it was a movie driven by 3 women in the lead.
But women have won Oscars within white women have won Oscars within the Academy. It just white women movies though, so that's happened. But the idea of diversity in film, I think, is going to be the future. If you don't have nobody diverse in your film, I think you're not going to be able to move.
I think gender empowerment is going to run hand in hand with diversity.
I think it's way beyond that because Thelma and Louise, you got all these other films that won for years though, and black films ain't did shit.
The thing I'm saying is that while we're doing this stuff with the black films right now, the Me Too movement is running just as hot as the fight for equality.
But I'm saying that
like that shit has even surpassed like LGBT almost at this point. Like we got to the point where it's just like LGBT is just like whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like
what happened
not hold on, I gotta clarify that. Mm-hmm. Not whatever, like it don't matter. But like
people are saying haha whatever.
But no. Let me word this one myself. Okay. Like it's like whatever. People have come to accept it more. It's not as stunning of a thing anymore where like your average person who's not that as bigoted towards things like that before. Like for the longest time, LGBT was getting hate from people that were on both sides of the race column either. Now we fighting racism with the same heat. But like you got gay people that are fighting on both sides of that thing now, and they're being accepted by both sides of that. It's not as big of a war against them right now as it was now for what I feel like for women fighting for the second women's movement that's happening right now. So
you think that there's gay men that's saying that so the racist movie is accepting gay white men? Gay white men?
Racist movie?
No, racist men are accepting gay white men. No,
I think that they
need to build their ranks.
I think they have less of an issue. I think that there's probably people on that side have lesser issue with them than they do against blacks and against women getting empowered. There's a lot of fucking fights happening all at one time right now.
Because they could be like, it's been a whole bunch of gay leaders we've had, but they still.
I've been really excited to see how much more comfortable people have been just in being out and being themselves with their sexuality.
Yeah, I just think that the idea that the general people love the white savior films though, dog. It's a fucking trope that you
my thing is I felt like Mahershala Ali was the one. I don't feel like
that's why I think that he was reluctant to take. If you look at that, he didn't. I think he's reluctant to take.
I don't feel like he was ever in that character. Let's just say Don Shirley, the character in the movie. Then I never once in my life felt like he was the one that was in need of saving in an exaggerated form. Like if the story's not accurate to real life, and because it's a real life character, Okay, that I understand. And if that's not telling the story the way it was supposed to be, that's it. I'm talking about in the film itself. Mm-hmm. I'm just talking about the portrayal in the film. Because Lord knows we've been making inaccurate movies for a long-ass time. Yes. So I'm not here to act like this is the first movie in history that didn't tell the truth. Yeah. But I don't feel like Viggo Mortensen's character in that thing was doing anything tremendously saving his ass. Ever, at any point.
He saved him like 3 times.
He came in and he stepped in. Like, if they was going to the motherfucking South and he had to step in and do that shit was actually realistic to how shit was going on down in that time. But when they got in the biggest jam in the fucking movie, it was Mahershala Ali that did the saving.
Talking about with the Kennedy joint.
Yeah.
When he was in the jail.
Yes. So, like, I didn't, like, if I would have watched 2 hours of that movie and saw, goddamn, this dude was a victim the whole time.
Viggo did it twice, though. They got jammed up 2 more times, though. Viggo got him out the other 2 times. It was 3 times they got jammed.
I'm not keeping score, though. But because here's the thing: is like everybody, and the big problem I have with it is a lot of people's looking, and I know it's people that haven't seen the movie. Like, I've watched people.
Well, I mean,
I've watched people say that they haven't seen the movie, but fuck this shit because it does this. And I'm like, you can't say that.
No.
I just got.
It does look like Driving Miss Daisy, though.
My biggest problem in general is when people form opinions about things they haven't participated in.
100% get you with that. No, you're right. You're right with that. I'm with you 100% on that.
I'm not trying to cape for the movie.
No. I know. I get what you're saying. You saying
I'm just trying to say let's engage. Let's engage before we condemn.
Yeah, because my thing is that they didn't come with the Shirley family and everything. The scriptwriter said, I thought they were all dead. You know.
Yeah, like, now that I've talked about the movie. And before we get to talking about the Ultimate Renaissance Man, which is really what I want to talk about here, but
it's
before we get to that, I'm going to say is that I hope that from now on, people realize you can't take a liberal approach to facts with people who are still here. Like, you can't make a movie about nobody would make a movie about Marcus Garvey and just think they can just do whatever they want to do. But you've had a lot of like retelling of movies that takes a little bit of a change, like the based on a true story shit is getting stretched a little thin. Because Green Book, Bohemian Rhapsody, all of that based on a true story shit. Yo, the problem with that is you have people walking out of those movies thinking that that's the way the shit went because you're talking about real life people.
It's motherfuckers that believe that all lies on me, not all lies on me, all lies on me as I call it, is really
I still haven't watched that movie because of you.
Yeah, don't. That's how Tupac was.
Tupac. They might as well had him in that motherfucker doing that shit around. I haven't watched it yet.
Tupac actually could have played it. This is good though. Actually,
Tupac.
Older Tupac is Mahershala Ali. That's a whole nother thing now.
All right, let's talk about Mahershala Ali.
Yes.
So I mean, we're gonna agree. Yes. I don't feel like we disagree.
No, we're not disagreeing.
I don't feel like we disagree as much as on principle with it. Because people take offense. People take offense with me saying
good feeling of Green Book winning that. It just wasn't a good feeling. It just felt like, yo, y'all really gonna be on this bullshit. Like it felt like
I know, but we both agree that Black Panther wasn't the best film.
No, fuck no, it's not at all. It's one of the worst on this fucking list. It's actually the worst on this list.
It was.
It is the worst of all these movies. It's the worst.
I'll just do it from an enjoyment standpoint for me.
I'm talking about from great film and enjoyment. It is the worst on this list. I've seen every one of these so far. I've seen every movie on this list. I've seen Black Panther. I've seen Black Klansman. I've seen Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yo,
I've seen The Favorite.
You know who got robbed though? Christian Bale.
Yes,
got robbed.
Yeah, that's what I want to go in there with Rami Malek. That was the worst robbing ever. That was a stick 'em up move. That motherfucker gained weight. He did all kind of shit to look like and sound like fucking Dick Cheney.
Yo, so I was
y'all motherfuckers.
I was sitting there watching that movie, and I immediately, like, Christian Bale's like one of the best method actors there is, like maybe the best on like Earth right now. But I sat there and looked at him being Dick Cheney, like him becoming Dick Cheney.
Dude, he looked just like the motherfucker.
But I thought about it. I was like, I wonder how much he picked up off of Heath Ledger becoming the Joker right in front of his eyes. And used it in that role.
So is he gonna shoot somebody in their back? You saying on the back?
No, I'm just saying, like, did he learn something about somebody like completely just consuming themselves in a role? Like the shit he did in like The Machinist, like back in the day. Yeah, that's insane. You know,
like
what
he did in even in what was the joint though? With the for the housing crisis. I can't remember it now.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
But he was the fidgety dude that was like, I'm just going through the numbers. And figuring it out though, I thought that was locked up for Christian Bale. When I saw Rami Malek he win that, I was like, yo, what the fuck are we doing right now?
I can't speak on
Best actress. I'm not gonna speak on.
I can't speak on Roma. Yeah, I can't speak on Best Actress. I didn't see all those movies. I can't speak on Roma because I didn't see it. But if I looked at the movies off the ones like I enjoyed watching, like I just like left out of them, and I was just like, huh, A Star Is Born. Like it's a take on another movie, but yo, that movie was fucking good.
No. It's a good movie though. I don't think it's fucking with fucking Black Klansman.
Black Klansman. You know what? Honestly, for me, Black Klansman was probably last out of the movies on here from the ones.
Really, more than Black Panther?
Yeah, I really enjoyed Black Panther.
Wow, I enjoy Black Panther too, but I really enjoy
Black Panther. But you also got to realize that me and you both look at Black Panther in a different lens too, because we look at Black Panther as a chapter in a bigger book. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just a standalone experience. We look at it through the MCU lens, but it's like a big thing. Like I enjoy Black Panther though, like even in the pantheon of those movies. But it's not even the best MCU movie to me.
No.
So it's like
So part of me is like, yo.
But like immediately I recognize my bias in that. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy the shit out of it. Like, if you said, what movie do you want to watch right now, Black Panther or The Favorite, I'd be like, Black Panther. I'd rather watch Black Panther.
Oh, 100%.
So, I mean, just by that, it moves it up.
But at the same time, though, there's a thing that's learned. I fucking, maybe 6 months ago, saw 3 billboards at Pennsylvania. Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yo, the motherfucker was fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's a great movie. That would have won.
It should have won.
It would have won Best Picture, like, this year. Like a fun thing to do, and then we can shift gears after this, is to watch a movie from the year before and see how long it's the best movie that came out. Like another thing is like I feel like
Crash. Y'all motherfuckers think Crash is the best movie of 2004? Get the fuck out of here.
Crash was always like a confusing movie for me. Like I watched it and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
This fake ass fucking liberal white racism, man.
Yeah, like I looked at it, I was just like, what happened? But like a fun thing to do is like look at the best pictures from a movie from a year and like look at how long they've been the best picture. Like would they have won the next year? Would they have won the next year?
Right. We talked about before last week. We talked about when we talking about the Grammys.
Yeah, exactly. Like how long would this have been the best?
All right, let's go into the the fucking.
Hold up, we gotta do the tribute still. We talked about all that shit. We still gotta do the tribute. Mahershala Ali.
That's what I said. That's what I was going into that.
Okay.
I was saying to somebody that's a real Renaissance person.
Yo.
That is literally Leonardo DiCaprio, not Leonardo DiCaprio that you know. We're going Leonardo da Vinci.
Those are two different people.
I know.
What the fuck are you talking
but I'm
about?
saying I'm trying to connect people.
Oh.
Some people don't know. Look, you understand.
You drinking this Monaco and you getting swept up.
No. So people understand that Leonardo DiCaprio is Leonardo DiCaprio. We're talking about Leonardo da Vinci.
Okay.
Renaissance. Shout out to what's going on.
I think my neighbors are moving right now.
Oh, we got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio is someone that I can get your name and buzz you up with. Boom. But I'm talking about Leonardo da Vinci. Mahershala Ali, man, he's the most Renaissance man, like I was saying. Not Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm sure he's a Renaissance man as well. But we're talking about Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah, I could just see him just doing 50.
He doesn't even act anymore.
But I could see him doing 50 million things, man. I could just see it. Okay. It just feels like it'd be Leo thing to do.
Okay.
It just feels like it, man.
But Mahershala Ali, yo, like I said, man, on Facebook, I said, yo, he's like the Deion Sanders of like real life. Like he literally, he literally does everything. Like it's like if you took a brother and you just like he does everything we probably thought Tommy was doing for a living.
Oh, Martin?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's out here hooping. He's rapping. I mean, this dude's doing everything. Like he decided just to do every profession that like a 13-year-old wants to grow up and do. I'm a hoop. Nah, I'm a rap. Nah, I'm gonna be a actor. I'm gonna be the best actor.
So if people don't know, Mahershala. People keep hitting me up saying it's Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, I can messing it up too.
He's a rap MC. Like a real MC, like certified tracks out there you can listen to that have been, recorded for real before. Yeah. You could just record in your mama basement. Like he went to like a real studio and like spent thousands of dollars back in the day to actually be in the studio. And then he had the audacity to play for Mount St. Mary's and average 8.8 points a game
for his career.
Yeah.
So like he got that all 4 years.
Yeah.
Back before he changed his name.
Yeah, he said he didn't like basketball though. He played not Mount St. Mary's, just St. Mary's in California. Mm-hmm. He said he hated basketball though. He said,
paid for school.
It did.
That's the number one thing.
And he ain't got no student loans. Think about that, y'all.
I think he would be able to pay him.
Yeah, but think about it's even more sweeter though. That's how you can take a chance and be an actor. Don't have to pay no student loans, man.
Okay. I would go the other direction personally, where I would just be an actor so that I could claim I didn't have enough income at first.
In general,
you're just like, I don't make money.
Taxes.
I'm an actor. I don't do this.
For tax purposes. It's for tax purposes. Tax purposes.
Yeah, man. Hey, hold on. Let's play a bit. Like, people don't know. Let's play real quick. Let's play a cut. Like, this is Academy Award winning, 2-time Academy Award winning, Best Supporting Actor, Mahershala Ali on the track.
Irrelevant, I pitch straight from the hip. Bullpen, brigadier, pedal with feather merchants. Sandblasting, catamaran right out the dry dock. Jack London ferry boat stop, soaking your iPod. Fortune teller speaking, he split his aim at the Cyclops.
Dude, and he can rhyme too. And I want y'all to go see the visual, the video too.
Because like the video, like he just walks out the background.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he was supposed to be in Wu-Tang, but he just didn't have time.
Or it reminds me like a DMX when he used to be on the end of tracks, where he would just come out of nowhere and be
Don't come at me with no bullshit.
Like,
who is this cat?
He's coming out hard on us.
Yeah.
Man, but Mahershala, the Renaissance man.
Now, speaking of people that ain't coming hard, Ja Rule.
Yo, man.
Ja Rule has forgot the fact that he probably needs to be laying low right now.
Real low. He's doing two things, though. You're going to name one, and then I found out about another that we did not
So I'm just going to talk about how he got booked. Like, so check this out. Like, everybody's at fault here, first of all. Like, the Milwaukee Bucks booked Ja Rule to perform at halftime of their game last weekend on 90s night. Now, let's circle the things that are wrong here real quick. First of all, Ja was not popping like that in the 90s.
I mean, Can I Get Her was not in the 90s.
Yeah, but I mean...
It was like late 90s. But people wouldn't say it was in the 90s.
It was like the 99-2000 season.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like when the Spurs won the title, not the Knicks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, Knicks never won.
Like
I mean, but not the Lakers and not the Spurs.
Yeah.
Like, it was the turnover season. But no, man, I mean, but then he's out there and, like, nobody is feeling it. Like, you can see the video, check the video, peep the video out.
And then he tried to pump it up like, oh, yeah, I'm really not a 90s artist.
That has nothing to do with people not caring about you. That's like you're performing at the county fair. You doing a halftime at the NBA game? Yeah. Unless it's the All-Star game, nobody performs at halftime at NBA games. That's real. You're supposed to be at the game.
I mean, you got to remember when the Destiny Child got booed in Philly.
But trip off this, though. Mm-hmm. The Bucks came out there and started warming up while he was still performing.
Shout out to Giannis.
They out there shooting around, looking at him like, why is this dude still on the court?
Giannis was some grease. He don't know shit about no...
Man, Giannis know who he is.
No holla.
You know, Ja Rule's making that music that went to every corner of the world.
Yeah, but he don't know about the 90s part that he was trying to do holla. He know about the Ashanti joints.
You know better than to underestimate the reach of hip-hop.
I agree. You're right.
The only thing that could maybe limit that is that Giannis is probably like 7 when that came out.
I mean, I was saying age-wise and everything. Like, the early stuff, this would be 90s. Did he do Can I Get Her hit? He was definitely probably super young. Can I Get Her came out.
I don't know if Can I Get Her was going worldwide like that, though. Not like some of the later stuff.
Can I Get Her was man,
Can I Get Her
was in mainstream clubs, man.
We're not here to let him off the hook. Well, that 7-year-old was not in a mainstream club. So I'm just saying, average cat in the NBA now was born in like 2001. It feel like. No, I'm joking. I mean, it's like 93 or 94 though.
Well, no, you're gonna be right in a second.
No, I know.
No, I'm saying like.
I know.
The 2001
exactly.
kid is finna be in the draft this year.
I know exactly what I was saying. Yeah. Oh yeah, for
You're
sure.
not wrong at all.
But anyway, are you talking? Are you gonna talk about Twitter?
Well, no. I wanted to go into him starting his own another fire company. And try to
I'm going to finish I'm going to finish the rest of the week on Ja Rule. So then Ja Rule goes on Twitter and puts a curse on the Sacramento Kings and says they will never win again and Karl Anthony Towns is going to leave them.
But he had the wrong team.
A few things here. First of all, the Kings have never won technically in the first place. Mm-hmm. So again, is not right. And then you said that a dude that don't play for them is going to leave them. That's like looking at somebody saying you're going to get a divorce, and I never been married, my dude.
Yeah. Your wife going to break up with you, but I'm not married.
You're not going to be able to get your affirmative action check. Well, I'm white.
Shout out to the reparations that might be happening. Shout out to any candidate talking about reparations.
Yeah, shout out to you. Stop talking about reparations if you are, because that's going to get your ass knocked off the ballot.
No, everybody's talking about it now. They pushing it.
Then we know everybody that's going to lose then. If you want to, you can circle those people, and you know they're not going to make it. But yeah, so here's my thing is, I think that the Sacramento Kings first of all should have 50 Cent come out and do a halftime show and just blast Ja the entire time.
Or should Milwaukee just have 50 come in and do the 2000s.
No, I want the team that he tried to go off on do it. Because the Kings, that's the ultimate troll job. You know the NBA will troll each other. Yeah. Like, on team accounts troll other team accounts.
If 50 Cent will do it.
Yeah, 50 would do it. Now, you're going to have to pay 50, but, 50 would do it.
50 going to get it.
Yeah.
Now, is Sacramento making enough money to pay 50 right now?
They got a good little team. They probably need to keep.
No, I'm talking about they might need a year. They might need a whole year of ticket sales to get up to pay for 50. 50 gonna charge you. This ain't Ja Rule.
They don't have any particularly bad contracts right now. So.
Are you saying that they're not? They're way below the cap. You saying, huh?
I think so. They got to.
Well, they may need to do it this year before that turnover happens, where they gonna have to pay some people to get to a certain percentage of the cap.
They got like most of their good guys in the last 2 years. I don't know, but either way, Sacramento Kings are actually good again. So shout out to the Kings.
Yeah, shout out to the Kings, man.
It took long enough.
But Ja Rule also is trying to start.
Ja Rule hold you back.
But Ja Rule's trying to also do his own Fire app, like for the concert app. He's trying to start his own as well.
Harrison Barnes is on the Kings. I forgot about that. He makes.
They just traded him.
He makes a lot of money, but other than that, they're good though. Go ahead. New Fire app.
The new Fire app from Ja Rule, but it's not called Fire. It is called, as I pull it up, he basically is trying to do the same thing as far as
it's the booking app, right?
Yes, the booking app.
It's like called Firestarter or something.
Yeah, please don't be the same. It's called Icon.
Oh, okay. What's Firestarter? Firestarter is something.
Firestarter sounds like it's an app that is, but it's called Icon. But I think the idea is actually a stellar idea in general.
Oh, I think it is too. It's a talent booking app, so it's just all about being able
to. The booking agent in the middle, because the booking agent really the one that really kind of pushes up the amount. They're getting 20% of whatever.
It's like, you know what?
And they're upcharging 20%. Too.
I'm gonna download it and try to get some entertainment for my wedding. I'm gonna try to use the Ja Rule app. Make sure that I don't have to spend that money. I'll just make sure I don't have to spend that money. The app probably not going. It's always going to like default back to the screen.
Tag team. You're gonna have tag team.
Every time you put money in, it books Ja Rule. Like nobody, no matter who you click on,
it goes back to Ja Rule.
Ja Rule shows up.
Would you book tag team for your wedding?
No.
$500.
No.
Tag team back again?
No.
I may book tag team for them. You have them come.
Tiffany will kill you.
Like tag, I got a special gift for y'all.
There you go.
Y'all remember 1992?
You gonna have
and then remember, you know that little music? Doom, 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 doom.
Gonna,
we rollin'.
And you gonna fuck around and be like Tractor Trailer, because one of the cats ain't gonna be there.
Shout out to Tractor Trailer again, man, because that was just despicable, man. Them cats was going on like trying to clown the man Tractor Trailer.
You can't clown somebody for dying of heart.
Because you ain't heard of him, you ain't know.
Yeah.
That was a quick Google search though.
That's quick. Like super easy just to know the NBA.
Yeah. Just no Tractor Trailer's dead.
Come on, man.
Now, I know we're from going to something else, but I had to tell. So you remember the black dude on The Shield, the dark skin? Did you watch The Shield?
Andre Brown?
No. The other black dude, the skinnier one.
I don't know.
He killed his wife, I guess, 4 years ago and is in jail. I'm going to show you the dude's picture.
What's his name?
That's what I'm going to pull it up now. I randomly went into a Google.
This is like the dude in Young and the Restless got up out of here.
Yeah, no, this dude killed his wife, and I got into a Google search randomly about something.
You fell down like a black hole, or you found
black hole, and then I ended up on him, and they said Michael Jace is his name.
Michael Jace.
Yes, dude right here. You seen him in other stuff too.
He was the dude that was the what movie was he in? Where he
played in Great White Hype as the
Yeah, that's him. Great White Hype.
He played the boxer dude.
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx was his manager.
Yeah, the dude that kicked in the door and was trying to fight Damon Wayans.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He killed his wife in 2014. And is in 40 years.
He only got 40 years?
He only got. Did you say he only got 40 years?
Yeah, man, they be hitting people with like ignorant amounts, like 200 years. No.
That's when you do like some. He gave himself up. He didn't fight it, nothing.
No.
Like he called the police and said he did it, everything.
So he's not gonna be available on Ja Rule's app.
No.
Oh, okay. No. We'll scratch him off.
Yeah, but that was just random, y'all. Though, so what we got next? Michael Jace, though, y'all.
I don't know how we do that. I thought that we actually were gonna do like a upbeat thing before we went down here to Sexual Deviant Week 2019, featuring R. Kelly and Robert Kraft.
Shout out.
Which one do you want to do first, R. Kelly or Robert Kraft?
Let's go with the white man first.
White man first. We've been being nice to y'all last couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Let's go black man first, so we can go back to this week in racism.
We ain't doing
keep our
this
white
week in racism. We're doing this week in the new category this week. We're giving them 2 weeks off.
We're not gonna go with the Maryland. Okay.
We're gonna go somewhere else.
We're gonna give y'all the week
You the
off.
one who made the decision.
Yeah, I know.
You was drinking the Monacos and you erased your memory. Yeah. You got short-term memory loss from drinking that damn Monaco. So, all right, man, we can go Robert Kraft first.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, Robert Kraft, and by the way, he pleaded not guilty, too.
That's before he didn't know he's on tape, though, I think.
He did it today, and the tape has been out since the weekend. He still is saying not guilty. We're about to either see the most Teflon white privilege of all time since Trump and George Bush taking the presidential elections, or we're about to see somebody fall flat on their face. Like, so for people that don't know, Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, has been celebrating the Super Bowl a little too hard. And actually, this was even before the Super Bowl. Like, he was living his best life.
This is the conference championship.
Yes, this is during the AFC Championship game. Mm. So before flying up to Kansas City, he hit up Miami.
Flew down to Miami first to this little. Think about any strip mall in your city, just in the strip mall.
Like laundromat.
Yeah, in the strip. It ain't nothing in
check
there.
Cash in place.
Old Country buffet.
That's a nice. I think I'm gonna say a Chinese buffet.
Yeah, but Old Country buffet there, and a Foot Locker.
A nail spot.
A nail spot is there. It may be adjoined to this same place.
Like a cable company got a place there. Yeah, mm-hmm. Like Spectrum or whoever you got.
Spectrum.
Yeah, like they got an office there where you go pick up your little cable box.
And a Kmart.
Kmart's getting shut down though.
Right.
That's a big ass strip mall.
But it's an indescript strip mall.
Okay.
And he decided to fly from Boston all the way down there before flying to KC. Like, I gotta go.
I got a hankering
to go in there for a $75 hand job.
For a rubbing tug.
For $75.
I thought he spent $60.
But
he must have tipped her.
He got paid. Yeah, he tipped $100 all the time. They said he was a good tipper. They said.
Somebody handle your meat. You might as well give him a C note. One way or another, we all are doing it, brother.
I mean,
whether you know it or not, you're paying.
But how do you have that much money and then it must have been a spot though, because it was Citigroup's CEO got caught up in it. Mm-hmm. Somebody else did too.
Do they have the whole list out yet?
Yeah, they do.
The whole list is out.
Yeah, they got it all.
Okay.
I think that thing to Adam Schefter was a lie. About it's so many more bigger names. No, Robert Kraft is the biggest name on there.
It could end up being like the Fappening, where they just keep on dropping people. Like
no, they released it all at the press conference. Okay. Like, yo, these are all the motherfuckers we coming to get. If your name is on this list, remember in school, like, if your name is on this list, come to the principal's office.
They calling people to the office.
Yes, they're like, well, you may not live here, but if your name is John Thompson,
get your ass
go to the principal office.
Get your ass to Florida right now.
We need to holler at you. You're gonna fingerprint you real quick, get this mugshot popping, and then you can bail yourself out.
Yeah, you can we're not going to even lock you up. Just cut the check when you walk in. Y'all
now, do you think NFL's going to punish him for this?
Yeah, for sure. They have to.
What can you do, though?
You can do a lot.
I mean, they're not going to take his team.
They might not take his team, but he might have to divest. Like, to his son. Like, he might have to get out the paint. I mean, think about it, man. Jerry Richardson had to go.
Yeah, but
They got him all the way out of there. And, that's even a step up from where they were with Jim Irsay.
Jim Irsay got caught with drugs though in the car.
But I mean, I'm saying though, people that damage the image of the league, man, they not messing with them, no matter who you are. And Jerry Jones and them gonna be rallying against Kraft.
You think? Ain't they all boys?
No, they are people co-conspirators together in NFL ownership. But if you got a chance to get a little bit more power, get some people out of the voice,
because Kraft got some dead bodies though. He'd be like, check it out, Jerry. I know where they at.
We can ask how we think that stuff works behind that door. We got a much more qualified associate of the program we can talk to about that. But there's no way he's gonna just go back to work in the fall and get suspended and show back up.
Yeah,
something's gonna come down. Believe that.
Yeah, that's true.
Believe that.
True.
So R. Kelly, man. Let's get to your boy.
Kel's locked up, man. They charged him with 10 counts
of aggravated criminal sexual.
They got another tape. They say allegedly.
How many tapes are out there now?
It's supposed to be 3 now.
Jesus
There's 2 more. They're supposedly with him and a 14-year-old.
These shits are like the Infinity Gem.
And he's saying out loud, "Tell me I like that 14-year-old pussy."
Oh. Oh.
Y'all see Matt's face right in the scriptness.
Oh.
Yeah, tell me you like that 14-year-old pussy. That I like that 14-year-old pussy.
Well, good for you, man.
Shout out to those people that still caping for this motherfucker, though.
Yeah, something wrong with you. But here's the twist, though. A owner of a daycare put up 10.
And she owns like 4 or 5
100
businesses.
racks
She
to
owns
get
4
them
or 5
out.
businesses. She owns like some food spots. She actually owns the strip mall that Robert Kraft was in. I feel like in my universe that she owns the same, because she owns like a food place, a laundromat, all kind of shit, and a daycare. So I feel like that's the same strip mall that Robert Kraft was getting.
Oh, so we got like
It's the same universe.
she's like the Dr. Claw of this shit.
There you
Like
go.
she's sitting in there. She got
Just her hand out there.
She got a shadow and shit, and it's just you don't know what she looked like.
She just bailing out everybody, bailing out the R. She said that she knows R. Kelly personally, and that they're great friends, and he would never do that, and that he just have to see his day in court. Them girls is lying.
So she's in all the denial.
Yeah,
She's knee deep in denial.
Yeah.
Okay. She gonna have to close her down, her little empire, because some people not gonna. You gotta pull your kids out of the R. Kelly sanctioned daycare, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that. She's gonna have like a feeding system up in that joint. That's like the worst. That's like being like a madam almost. Who's it? Heidi Fleiss?
Heidi Fleiss. What was the other one that Hugh Grant got caught with? Brown. Georgia Brown, what was his name? Georgia Brown or something?
No, not Georgia Brown. That sounds like somebody that either plays bass or
Or blue or jazz singer or something. But Hugh Grant got caught with a Brown. Jackie Brown. It was like
Jackie Brown.
No, it was. But he got. Remember that back in the day when Hugh Grant got caught.
It was Estella Marie Thompson.
What was her name that she got caught up with?
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way, what he did, Deviant Brown.
Deviant Brown, there we go.
Either way, what he blew it with Elizabeth Hurley over that.
Oh, that's who he was with at the time.
And Elizabeth Hurley was fine then. She might still be fine.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
She's English, so it could have fell off a little bit. But Elizabeth Hurley was super fine at that point in time, and he blew it.
For the.
And he's the most English-looking motherfucker of all time, too.
Oh, he is English all the way though. You can look out here in his accent and see that he's English.
Let me see. I haven't seen Elizabeth Hurley in a long time. Yeah, she's still bad. He messed up. I mean, they probably would have been broke up anyway, but still.
So Estelle Marie Thompson's real name. I mean, that's her real name.
That's the
Deviant
type
Brown's.
of name where you need to rename yourself Deviant Brown.
That's Deviant Brown's real name.
So, either way, man, R. Kelly, I don't know. Like, Kel's had to get the money together to get out. Like, he's going right back. Like, they ain't letting him out. Like, can he leave the state even? He got to stay right there.
No, if you're on bail, you can't leave the state.
Yeah, he hooked.
He can't tour nothing. He can't get no money. They said he's broke.
Yeah, I know. He's, like, broke as hell. Like, he ain't even took how you...
He can't read, man. He's illiterate.
I get that, man, but once you got the money...
If you can't read and count...
Floyd can't read.
And we'll see.
See.
Let's go into the time machine and see in 10 years where he at.
Okay, that's fair.
We ain't seen him in 10 years when them bags stop coming. And he's trying to be smart with it, and he's got the promotions and all that stuff going. So he may not fall
I
off
think
like
Floyd's
R.
going to
Kelly.
be okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying just because
Because he also think he's coming from a lot further up than
yeah,
R.
then R.
Kelly
Kelly,
was.
money-wise, too. It's it's got harder to fall. And he doesn't drink, smoke, or he doesn't have any proclivities like
Jesus Christ, I mean, he
got kids. He's got a lot of kids.
He's got a lot of kids. He got some proclivities.
Yeah, he likes to fuck.
He likes to spend that bread. I
Yeah.
mean, but
And
if
he
you're
likes
making,
to,
if you're making it, you're making it. But this ain't about Floyd. Shout out to Floyd. Floyd was a good ass dude. The time I kicked it with him, so I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. He's a decent cat. But
I know I said fuck Floyd.
Okay, just don't say it when he's around.
No, I got no problem with that.
Okay.
I just keep it to myself.
Huh?
Keep it to myself.
No, that's fair.
And I was a Floyd fan, man, but just the last 5 to 10 years, man.
Is it the Gucci thing?
The Gucci thing was like the coffin. It was more just in general, kind of how he moves.
Okay.
In general, that's what more it is.
That's fair.
The beating up the girlfriend thing, all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's not. That's
you know
not.
what I'm saying?
That's a
that was the
bad play.
beginning of it for me, and then there was just other little things that happened that they're on going forward.
Yeah, that's a bad play. That's a bad play. I actually had one of my homeboys tell a story about kicking it with R. Kelly for a summer. We'll have to have him tell it one time. We'll have him come on.
Whoa! Is it as great as I think it is?
It was an interesting story. We'll get him come on and talk about his.
Should he been in the Surviving R. Kelly? League? I still
No, he's good, man. He's good. He was a minor league baseball player back then. R. Kelly was around. It was an interesting thing.
Why was R. Kelly hanging with minor league?
What's his story? I'm not gonna tell his story. We'll have him come on one day. But anyway, so speaking of people misrepresenting themselves, let's get to a substitute. Maybe we're going to let this segment go on for as long as we need to for the time being. And it's going to be called This Week in Jussie.
Yep.
And introducing what This Week in Jussie is. This is just simply when somebody's pump faking out there in life, like misrepresenting themselves to get ahead or doing whatever it is. Now, luckily, this isn't a political murder, Tom Clancy style espionage shit like Jussie's trying to pull off. But this is your story, though. You knew
this
about
is shout out to Sherri Shepard. She got into the Delta VIP lounge, but she told
Don't they have one of those in like every airport now, or is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she got in there, but it's a VIP lounge. You have to be certain class to get in there.
No, you can pay for it.
You can pay for it, right? But they just let her in free.
Okay,
because they thought she was Octavia Spencer. Or Octavia Spencer, yeah.
Yeah.
And
is it a case of they all look alike, or is it like or is it like a Jorge Acevedo situation?
Both.
Okay.
I think it's both. Okay. And then so she went there. So people were talking to her about the Oscars. So she jumps on her IG and sends a message to Octavia like, "Hey, I'm in this VIP lounge. I said I was you. They asked me all these questions about you, just the FYI for you, because I don't want to get kicked out. I can't tell them I'm only Sherri Shepard. I don't want to get kicked out."
That's fair.
I loved it though.
That's fair.
That's using that as they think that all black people look alike.
That's collective might.
Yeah, collective might.
That's collective might for the black people, right?
Yeah.
That's all of us using ourselves to get over.
Yeah.
Like if you needed to get over, you wouldn't have any problem with saying, hey, I'm mini J. Cole.
Yeah, I can say that.
Like stand on something, but
yeah, I know. I will go. I mean, the biggest one I've heard is Mos Def.
How do you say his name now?
Yasin Bey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case I do have to act like I'm him, I have to know.
He a little darker than you though.
A little bit, but I mean, if it's in a nightclub, I can get away with it. Maybe
Okay.
Especially white people, they may not know who I am, and
they all look alike.
Yeah.
They all look alike.
So shout out to you, Sherri Shepard. You were the first, and you know what? And I feel bad for you, Sherri Shepard, because not bad for you, but that you're the first in the pump fake Jussie section. This is a lighthearted version of it. In the future, we'll be having people straight pump faking, not the fun, lighthearted ones like this. We're gonna talk about those people that are doing the high level pump faking coming up on the future sections. But white people, we will be back with you for This Week in Racism next week. We doing a double header on you next week. So, we gave y'all a 2-week break because of Jussie. And we good with you. So, we good?
Well, next week, I want to take some time and do like a true weekend review of the Michael Cohen situation. Because
like
I wanted to put it in here right now, but I really want to take my time with this one.
Yeah, we can't waste it.
I've got a number of philosophical questions about if that's just kind of like how life is, or if that's, if that's
just
really how things go. Like, is that how y'all really do? Like, do y'all be jumping down on each other like that? Like, you already going to prison and you still dropping bodies? Like, that's tough. That's like the
anti. Didn't even do that. Weebay just took the body.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's gonna be my thing. It's like that's my go-to. Like that's the anti-Weebay.
Like I was trying to get that gif and it had it, but it wasn't good. Is when Omar is going to court when he got that tie on and he pointed at them when he walking in and he pointing at Stringer and them like I got y'all motherfuckers. But when they was locked up Bird.
Yeah, like it's a real thing. It's a real thing. But we gonna get with y'all, man. We gonna find out what it is. Hey, we got coming up on the other side of this weekend, man. We got brand new. We've been telling y'all it was coming. It's about to go down. We got a brand new
OG Hour
revamped episode
of the OG Hour.
Yeah.
It's on video, so you can listen to the regular podcast as normal, but you can go to YouTube, SOLC in the Scenario YouTube page, and you can subscribe there and see the new episode coming up. And we'll also be videotaping half of our episodes, other episodes as well from other different things and projects we have going on as well. So definitely go subscribe on the YouTube if you want to see our glorious faces.
Brand new from our downtown studios here in St. Louis, man.
Downtown at the We Are Live studios. So give us email us as well, straightolc@gmail.com, straightolc on Twitter, the Stroud Lowcash, the Scenario fan page on Facebook, and IG, we don't have IG yet, but you can just hit us both up on.
We should get an IG.
Yeah, I need to build one out.
Yeah, you gotta manage it though.
Yeah, and it's just I can just make it automatic.
I just kind of like lurk on IG.
That's all I do.
Like I put up a picture.
We need to talk about that at some point.
Lurking on IG.
How many people are just lurkers on IG? They don't post.
I'd say the majority of people are lurkers on IG.
You think that like 60 to 70% of the IG looks are just people are just lurking.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not interacting.
for sure. I'm talking about like lurking, like Batman up in the sky lurking.
Or what was it, Sting? When you said the Sting?
Sting, yes, Sting, Batman, gargoyles, like all of that shit. Like Spider-Man jumping off the top of the fucking thing. Like that's what IG is for. IG, we can go through a whole thing about what each social media platform is for.
Okay, that's real. And let us know what y'all think. Shoot us some emails. Show us love as always. Appreciate y'all always. Peace.